Weak minds sink under prosperity as well as adversity, but strong and deep ones have two high tides. David Hare. A weak mind is like a microscope, which magnifies trifling things but cannot receive great ones. Lord Chesterfield. We are all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid. Benjamin Franklin. Strong minds talk about ideas, weak minds talk about people. Sean Covey. Strong minds suffer without complaining, weak minds complain without suffering. Letty Cowman. Experience informs us that the first defense of weak minds is to recriminate. Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Astrology and all these mystical things are generally signs of a weak mind, therefore as soon as they are becoming prominent in our minds, we should see a physician, take good food, and rest. Swami Vivekananda. Question with boldness even the existence of a God, because, if there be one, he must more approve of the homage of reason, than that of blindfolded fear. Thomas Jefferson. Idleness is only the refuge of weak minds. Lord Chesterfield. Every reform, however necessary, will by weak minds be carried to an excess, that itself will need reforming. Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Profanity is the result of a weak mind trying to express itself forcibly. Randall Dale Adams. A weak mind is the only defect out of our power to mend. François de la Rochefoucauld. Habit is, to weak minds, a species of moral predestination, from which they have no power to escape. Maria Edgeworth. Those who prefer their English sloppy have only themselves to thank if the advertisement writer uses his mastery of the vocabulary and syntax to mislead their weak minds. Dorothy L Sayers. The lack of facts holds you back. The odds are stacked against a weak mind. Kulmodi. Repentance is the virtue of weak minds. John Dryden. A bed or a chair will trick you if you stay still on them long at a time. They will draw out your strength and leave you weak as water. Julia Peterkin. God will not damn a lunatic soul. He knows that the powers of evil are too great for those of us with weak minds. Garrett Fort. Beauty stands in the admiration only of weak minds led captive. John Milton. Astrology and all these mystical things are generally signs of a weak mind. Swami Vivekananda. Distance either of time or place is sufficient to reconcile weak minds to wonderful relations. Samuel Johnson. Question with boldness even the existence of a God. Thomas Jefferson. Your own reason is the only oracle given to you by God. Thomas Jefferson. It is the sign of a weak mind to be unable to bear wealth. Seneca the Younger. Hurry is the mark of a weak mind, dispatch of a strong one. Charles Caleb Colton. It shows a weak mind not to bear prosperity as well as adversity with moderation. Marcus Tullius Cicero. Anyone who thinks that God wins or loses games has to have an awfully weak mind. Harold Ballard. I was blessed with a strong arm and a weak mind. Dizzy Dean. What the unpenetrating world call humanity, is often no more than a weak mind pitying itself. Samuel Richardson. Organized religion is a sham and a crutch for weak-minded people. Jesse Ventura. The good Lord was good to me. He gave me a strong body, a good right arm, and a weak mind. Dizzy Dean. A weak mind sinks under prosperity, as well as under adversity. A strong and deep mind has two highest tides, when the moon is at the full, and when there is no moon. David Hare. No two things differ more than hurry and dispatch. Hurry is the mark of a weak mind, dispatch of a strong one. Charles Caleb Colton. Whether we like it or not, one day science will take God from us. This will be especially a great destruction for the weak minds. Mehmet Murad Ilden. Weak minds may be injured by novel reading, but sensible people find both amusement and instruction therein. Henry Ward Beecher. Weak minds exaggerate too much the wrong done to the Africans. Montesquieu.